Hey guys, we are live. What is going on out there today? It's Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. It is that time of day, man. Another episode of 7 Around 7. Today we're going to continue with the theme we've been working on for the last couple of days. Monday, Tuesday, today is Wednesday, and we're going to work on this doubles return of serve. When you've got a really active server's partner right there in front of you and they're dancing around and they're fake poaching and they're poaching and they're a big time distraction, right? From what you want to do in terms of you feeling in charge of your return to serve. And we got to figure out, man, we got to figure out how do we keep that server's partner at bay, put them in a deep freeze. And today I'm actually got a video today of a couple of points I want to show you that is really, how do we handle that second serve, return of serve when you've got that active server's partner? And I think a lot of players want to go, well, I really want to unload. I really want to kind of take this thing early. I want to kind of just beat on that ball and just make sure I get it past them. And typically what happens is when you go too big with your with what you perceive that you've got to do with your return, we miss. We bury it in the back fence, we bury it wide, we bury it in the bottom of the net. A recipe for frustration. So what I want to do today is kind of create a different mindset for you on this second serve. Not that from time to time you can't take it and just unload on it, but first you've got to be able to show some disguise, and I'm going to show you that in the video. Where I kind of got this was a long time ago. And I used to work, I worked at a club, actually I worked at a hotel back in the mid 70s in Key Biscayne, Florida. And by the way, man, just some great people there then, and really learned a lot about how to teach, but I learned a lot about my game from several sources. But one of them was Donna Floyd Fales, who to this day remains just one of my kind of heroes in terms of tennis. She was former top tenor for many years, top tenor in terms of women's top 10 in the U.S., and has continued to play, and just super player, super athletic, but a real sweetheart of a lady. And one of the things that I remember from her is that we would, from time to time, we'd play some doubles. And I was, working on my game back then, getting pretty good. And she had a decent serve, but it wasn't like huge, where, especially when I got a second serve, I felt like, well, I can unload. I can go big. And so I would unload, I would go big, and she would ho-hum with her first volley, like, okay, whoop-de-doo. And now all of a sudden she's playing the volley back to me. It's on top of me, where it's right down at my feet, and I'm going, oh, crap. And so I just kind of was showing some frustration. And then once at the side change, she said to me, she said, look, I love the fact you're working on your game. You're playing better, but I got to tell you, I know what you're going to do, especially when I throw in a second serve. I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to come with that big old, whatever it is, maybe you're going to run around, backhand, play a forehand, and you're going to thump it. But I know it's coming. Right? It's like the Major League Baseball hitters. If they know what's coming, who's got the advantage? The pitcher just lost the advantage, the hitter, right? So that was the same thing with her. And she said, look, you got to change it up, right? I mean, from time to time, rather than going big, maybe you chip it, maybe you slide it, maybe you play a chip and charge. What the heck? Maybe you lob it. But at least you keep us, me as the server and my partner, you keep us on our, we just don't know what's coming, so that you're unpredictable, and you're unpredictable in a controlled way in terms of the type of return that you're going to. So anyway, look, that really got me thinking. And so I got a couple of points here I want to show you. And again, we're working on what do you do with the doubles return to serve on a second serve. And this not only works against, a non-active server's partner, but it works beautifully against a really active server's partner, because they don't know what's coming. And once the team over there doesn't know what you're going to do, they have a tendency to stay home, right? They have a tendency to kind of go into the deep freeze. So let's do this first. We're going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and we'll do this, and here we go. So look, yours truly on the other side with the return, and this is a second serve, right? And I'm taking the thing early, right? I'm taking it early. It's to my backhand. I'm gonna slide it down and play it like an approach shot, and see if I can't be in before the server gets in, right? And look, I mean, this is what we love as a returning team. We love to get it down, and both of us, me and my partner, start to move in, and sure enough, Chris has got kind of not an easy ball, but he handles it up high and gets it back down low to the server, and now I've got a ball that I can deal with. Again, not an easy ball, but at least I play it in the middle, and this ball gets played out, right? So here's another second serve, return to serve. Yours truly, again, with the return against the same team, but it's a different server, right? And they're sort of looking at the same situation. Second serve, I'm coming in. I mean, could I play a slice return cross court on this all day long? And I want them to think that, right? So the prep is the same. Both are the same in terms of the returns coming to my backhand. They're up a little bit. And this one is, because I've shown them before, I like to chip it and come in. You know, I've got some space. I've got some space over here, right? And there you have it. So look, let's go back and take a look at these in real time, right? Return to serve, second serve, and taking it early, getting it down, making him pop it up, and there you have it. And the exact same situation here, right? Second serve, it looks like a chip and charge, and then the last second it's not. So you can do this, right? This is one way to not only defeat that active partner, but the active server's partner, but to put kind of both of them on notice that they don't know what's coming, right? So look, guys, here's what I've got tomorrow for you. I've got a new course, and it's a slight mini course, mini meaning that I just don't want to get it bloated. I don't want to fill it up with a bunch of garbage just to kind of justify a huge price. I really want to make sure that you don't have an excuse, that if you want to work on this stuff, if you want to work on your return to serve against an active server's partner, that you don't have a lot of stuff to go through to try to figure out, well, here's step one, here's step two, step three, blah, 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 right? I want to make this condensed, concise, clear, to the point, so that you know exactly what to start working on, right? And so let me give you a little idea of what's in the course. Number one, we're going to work on mindset. We always got to work on mindset no matter what it is. In this case, mindset is, I want you to feel in charge. And if you do steps 2, 3, and 4, which are going to be, step 2 is going to be the 3 technique secrets. And part of this is what we just saw, disguise, getting you set up so that it looks like you could do several things from that one setup position, right? So there's 3 things that you got to do to be able to do that. Number 2 is going to be the 3 tactics, right? I want to show you the 3 types of return that really are going to put the old ball and chain on that server's partner, right? So that they feel like they're in the deep freeze. And I like to do this against an unknown team or an unknown opponent who was in front of me, right? I want to put them on notice early that, look, if you're planning on moving, well, okay, here's what you're going to have to deal with from me. And then the next thing is the 2-step practice plan. I want to give you a practice plan so that phase one of the practice plan is here's how you consciously work on this stuff, right? From the technique secrets to the tactics, and then phase two of that two-step practice plan is how do you take this into a match, a league match, maybe it's a practice match or a tournament match where you feel like I don't have to think. I can turn off the thinking. I can trust my subconscious, and all I've got to do is just think about what's my tactic right now, depending on the type of serve that comes in. And look, the other thing I want to give you guys too is kind of a bonus on this, which are going to be the technique on the inside out backhand return to serve, right? And that is typically with the right-handed player from the deuce court, not in the picture you're seeing here, but just the opposite. If you're in the deuce court return and serve and you're a righty and they're serving down the tee, this is technically a different type of challenge. And I want to show you how to do that. There are some technique tweaks that you got to do, but when you do them, you're going to feel real confident with either taking that thing cross court or maybe even a lob. And the reverse, I'm going to show you the reverse also if you're a lefty and they're serving you down the tee and they're going to your backhand, right? So there you have it, guys. Let me go back. Come here, man. Go back here. Let's get back with this right here. So look, if you want to work on this stuff, tomorrow I'm going to unveil and make available this mini course for you, along with this bonus on the inside out backhand return to serve. So you can get access to it starting tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what time. I got to put some finishing touches on it. I want to make sure it's good, it's right. Not so much. Well, the content I know is already good and right. I just want to make sure that technically that we got everything worked out, right? There aren't any bugs with it. So look, you can get access to it tomorrow morning if you're on my email list. And if you're not, dude, man, you gotta get on there. Just go on over to webtennis.com and just drop in a first name and email address, and you'll get access to the free members area. Number one, I got 6 free courses over there for you. But number 2, you'll get an email first thing tomorrow morning that will tell you how to jump on this course. It's going to be available at a discounted price along with that bonus until next Monday, right? Which is August 2nd. And after that, the price goes back up and that bonus goes away. So look, it's a great deal, and I want to make sure that it's available to as many doubles players as possible. And so there you have it. Guys, any questions? 2 ways to get in touch with me down below in the comments area. Let me know. Maybe it's something to do with your doubles return to serve. Maybe it's some other part of your game. Let me know. Or maybe even better, shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Let me know what's on your mind. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Look for that email tomorrow about this new course, mini course for your doubles return to serve and how to put that active server's partner into the deep freeze, how to put the old ball and chain on them so that they're not moving anymore and you feel in charge. Until then, guys, it's time for all of us. Got to get out there, help another human being. Why not? Help another person. They have a great day. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.